Hello, and welcome to One Cool Thing, PC Mag's daily show on Facebook, where we show you one cool thing which we are testing out in the PC Mag labs. I'm Sasha Segan, this is Will Greenwald, and of course we have Social Pete on the con taking your comments and questions about anything, whether it be the thing which we're showing today, or other things which may have been announced this week which you may be curious about. I wonder what those are. Today, actually, we have a really cool, brand new device that would work very, very well with the new iPhones because they have no headphone jack. And that is the Jaybird Run. Will, what is this thing?
These are wire-free earphones. We've started using the term wire-free because they're already wireless earphones, but they have wires between them, and this, they just no wire. The Apple AirPods was one of the first, the Samsung Gear Icon X, and as a category, they've been around for only about a year, and they've had a lot of issues, and they still kind of do, but they're getting a lot better. We've seen a huge leap in what the technology has become capable of in the last year. So these are, well, they're very solid.
Okay, so now, so I've noticed that the wire-free earbuds space. There are some that are more audio-focused, and there are some that consider themselves more fitness trackers. Where are we with these?
Ideally, they should all be somewhat audio-focused just because you want good sound. But these are fitness-focused. They are not trackers, though. They're waterproof. You can rinse them off. They're fine for the gym. I've taken them on the gym, and they're designed with a very good fit, with silicone ear tips and sort of an oval-shaped earpiece that it actually keeps in the ear very securely. I've not had it shake loose at all during any workouts.
Okay. Is it tracking any of your biosigns?
Nope. These are just earphones. It's not noise canceling, not doing too much audio processing, though you can do some EQ things with the app, which is very handy. But no, this is just designed to fit securely, be comfortable, and sound pretty good.
Now, over the winter, I was using the Gear Icon X for a while, and I was disappointed in two things about the Icon X. One being very short battery life.
Yeah.
How's the battery life here?
Battery life is pretty good. Not great. It's still a weakness in this category. They say you can get 4 hours. At maximum volume, I've gotten over 3, which is, again, for these wire-free earphones, not terrible. A nice thing, though, this charging case, it holds 2 extra full charges, and it charges very quickly. When I was doing a battery test and just completely ran them down, they died, and I popped them in my case on the way home. 20 minutes later, they're up to like 80%. And
then the other problem I was having with the Gear Icon X is a wobbly Bluetooth connection. How is that with these?
They're not terrible. I actually have sort of a problem with wobbly Bluetooth for all Bluetooth, and it is still an issue with a lot of wire-free earphones that keeping the connection between the two is sporadic, especially if you're in a big open space where there isn't a whole lot of, place for Bluetooth to ricochet. But it's still pretty good. I'd say it's better than the first generation of these types of things. Although for Jaybird, this is the first wire-free earphones, and it's a pretty good go for it.
It looks like we have some questions already.
Can you control the music just by, say, manipulating those earbuds?
Yes, but it is a bit limited. These, the Jaybird logo right here is actually a button. It's one button on each side, and by default, the right ear, you tap it, play, pause, and double tap redials. The left button can activate your voice assistant like Google Assistant, Siri. You can use the app to change what they do to adjust volume, but you can't actually use the button to adjust volume and control playback without going into the app and switching modes.
And now, is the app both for Android and iOS?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can use it to adjust EQ. There's a 5-band equalizer, a lot of presets, and it lets you track your battery life, which is very handy. And there is a Find My Earphones feature, which sort of just lets you know where you might have left them.
Okay.
Not necessarily through GPS, but just sort of figuring out, where
the last time the phone was connected to the earbuds, where was the phone?
Exactly.
Yeah. So now, how's the sound?
The sound is pretty good. One of the issues we've seen, again, with wire-free earphones is that they're pretty limited in terms of power. This isn't really an exception. They're not super powerful. Ideally, with earphones and headphones, cranking the volume up to maximum should be dangerous. You should not listen to volume at maximum, so you have room to adjust for your comfort level. For earphones like these that are kind of less powerful, you kind of need to crank them up to full if you want to listen on like a crowded subway. Not super great, but still pretty good, and the audio clarity is very nice. The mid-highs, the high mids and high frequencies are very crisp. bass, like the low end is pretty weak, but low mids are decent. Like there's some sculpting to give it a pretty good sound. You're just not going to hear any thumping. But we have a question.
Did you mention the price?
This is $179.99, which is a bit pricey.
That's about on par with the AirPods, though, right?
It is, but we're also seeing prices creep down a little bit unless there's like a gimmick to this, like weird audio processing or noise cancellation or fitness tracking. This doesn't have those, so we're going to start seeing these around like, not these, the category of non-gimmicky, but maybe workout-friendly earphones for around $150. Our latest editor's choice, the JLab Epic Air, actually are going to be $150.
Okay, now speaking of audio processing,
Right.
does this support aptX? Does it support FLAC? How can you get any of the higher quality lossless codecs through these?
I believe it supports aptX. I don't think FLAC is necessarily like a codec for Bluetooth transmission.
Oh yeah,
just,
I guess
it's a format.
Right, you FLAC,
Yep.
you FLAC, and then you have a FLAC file, and then you send it
Yeah.
via aptX to the headset, to the headphones, and then it's lossless.
I believe these are aptX compatible, and they sound good. They've sounded good in our tests. Our review is actually up. If you want to hear some of the things that we've listened to on them.
Okay, great. So these guys are in the market. There's also JLab.
Yep.
Samsung and Apple have not updated their products this year, right?
No.
Okay.
And Apple just had a thing, so if they aren't updating them yet, we probably aren't going to see anything until 2018.
Yeah, I mean they were talking when I was watching the Apple event. The major update I saw for the AirPods, frankly, was that they'll support wireless charging in the future.
Yeah.
But nothing about the actual sound.
Yeah. This is still a new category. Everyone is sort of dipping their toes in it. This is Jaybird's first go at wire-free. So we're going to see a lot more names, and it'll hopefully see prices pushed down a bit.
Okay, do we have any more questions?
Have you mentioned any sort of like waterproofing or anything like that?
Yes, it is waterproof. You can rinse it off. I've actually rinsed them off after workouts. It's just fine. They're workout friendly. You can sweat on them. That hasn't disrupted anything with it in testing. I wouldn't necessarily say you should submerge them, but of course, like no normal earphones are going to be good for swimming. Like you need special things. Otherwise, like it's just not going to sound right for swimming.
Are there multiple ear tips, or is it one ear tip to rule them all?
There are multiple ear tips and multiple ear fins to fit your ear size.
Your weird ears.
Yeah.
Some more questions.
How secure are they? Do you feel like they really slipped out at all in testing?
No, they're actually a very secure, comfortable fit. I've actually enjoyed working with them and jogging with them on. They stay in well. They don't check out. That's pretty good.
Okay, great. Anything else out there?
I think we're all set.
Cool.
Terrific.
Come back here at 3 o'clock. We're going to be having random access where Matthew Buzzy and John Burek will be building some stuff.
Wait, no, 2 o'clock.
No,
2 o'clock we have another thing, right?
We do. I was going to mention that. But
Yes,
first
yes.
going with the PC branding first. But before that, at 2 o'clock, we have some of the first cans of Jolt Cola are out. Jolt is back, and I will be having a live taste test at 2 o'clock on Facebook/geek.com. That is Geek.com's Facebook page, sister site. We're all a big happy family here.
Great. So the Jaybird Run wire-free earphones are currently available. Our review is up. It is Oh, we have another question.
Are these compatible with Android devices as well?
Yeah, I tested it on my Android.
Yeah.
I use a Moto G5 Plus.
Great. So as I said, the Jaybird Run wire-free earphones are currently available. They are $179.99. Our review is up on PCMag.com. It is 4 stars. Please feel free to return to Geek.com's Facebook page at 2 o'clock for the Jolt taste test, or PCMag.com's Facebook page at 3 o'clock for our PC build. Otherwise, I will see you at 10 a.m. tomorrow for another One Cool Thing.
It's a busy day in the lab.